Every empire claims that its money is safe. Every government insists that its promises will last forever. And every time, history proves them wrong. From Rome to France, from the Confederacy to modern Lebanon, people have woken up to find their savings worthless, their salaries meaningless, and their futures stolen by systems they thought were solid. Collapse is not rare. Collapse is the rule. The real question is not whether financial systems will fail, but it's how you protect yourself when they do. The illusion of permanence is the most dangerous financial mistake of all. We look at our bank balances, our national currencies, and we assume they are bedrock. But money is not bedrock. It is trust, and trust can vanish overnight. That's why history is so brutal, but also so useful. Every collapse leaves behind a trail of lessons, patterns, and warnings about what actually protects wealth and what evaporates into dust. And if you pay attention, you'll see that the survivors of these disasters were not the ones who trusted most. They were the ones who doubted first. Take the Byzantine Empire. For centuries, its gold solidus was trusted across continents. It was stable, reliable. Then slowly, rulers diluted its purity to fund spending. At first, no one noticed. Then confidence cracked, trade weakened, and finally, the economy collapsed. Those who survived were not loyal to the currency. They quietly held real gold or land beyond imperial reach. You can also consider the Black Death in the 1300s. Half of Europe died and the economy collapsed, but survivors with liquidity gained power. Labor became scarce and land became cheap. Wealth didn't vanish, it simply moved in different hands. The same lesson appeared in Renaissance Florence, when too big to fail banks collapsed after kings defaulted. Depositors were wiped out, reputation didn't save them, size didn't protect them. During the American Civil War, paper money flooded the system. In the South, inflation destroyed salaries and savings entirely. What held value was not currency, it was land, food, and hard assets. Revolutionary France printed assignats, a new paper currency that was supposed to be backed by confiscated church land and revolutionary ideals. On paper, it sounded safe. In reality, the government kept printing more and more to cover its spending. As more assignats flooded the economy, each note lost value. Prices rose quickly, wages could not keep up, and people realized the paper in their hands bought less every week. Trust collapsed. Soon, farmers refused to sell food for assignats at all. They wanted silver, gold, or actual goods instead. Bread could no longer be bought with promises. Once people stopped believing in the money, it stopped working. Trust was gone, and so was the money. Fast forward to 1997 in Asia, when currencies collapsed almost overnight, turning savings into dust and making foreign debts impossible to repay. In 2008, banks failed, homes were lost, and ordinary people paid the price while financial institutions were rescued. In 2019 in Lebanon, banks simply locked their doors. People woke up to find their own money trapped, while the currency lost most of its value. Different eras, same outcome. Banks froze, currencies collapsed, and ordinary people paid the price. History keeps repeating one message, that institutions protect themselves first. And paper promises always fail, but real value survives, because people will always need tangible things like food, land, skills, energy, and useful goods, things that still matter even when money doesn't. Those who make it through collapse are never the ones who trust the system most. They are the ones who diversify, doubt early, and hold assets or skills that cannot be printed away. Collapse is a tragedy for the unprepared, but for those who understand history, it is also a transfer. The question is not whether systems fail, because they always do. The real question is simple. When the trust breaks, will you be holding promises or something real?